Did you know that over 180,000 people live, work, and play in Pitt County? In one way or another, each individual resident of this community relies on the infrastructure and public services provided by their county government. While everybody assumes a part of those services are funded through property taxes, many don't realize the effort that goes into ensuring property taxes in Pitt County are fair and equitable across the county. By distributing the tax burden in a fair and equitable way, we help sustain the proper funding that sustains the services Pitt County provides to our community. These include education, emergency response, and public health services, just to name a few. Over the next few minutes, we'll briefly tell you about the 2020 reappraisal process, what it is, why is it done, and what results can you expect to see from it as a Pitt County property owner. Remember that if at any point you have further questions or need more detail about the reappraisal process, please contact the Pitt County Tax Administration at 252-902-3390. What is reappraisal? Reappraisal, sometimes called revaluation, is the process of updating the value of all real property within the county. The primary purpose of this process is to equalize the tax burden among all classes of property. This is done by determining the market value of all real property. Market value is the estimated price at which a property would sell for in a competitive setting, and is generally determined from sales between unrelated and unbiased buyers and sellers. Although required by the state of North Carolina at least once every 8 years, Pitt County has joined many other counties in conducting reappraisals every 4 years, with the most recent appraisal being completed in 2016. The more frequent schedule recognizes and reflects the fact that different properties increase or decrease in value at different rates. This allows for a more fair and equitable tax burden among property owners, considering the size, amount of development, or location of their property. Appraisals are conducted by real property employees of Pitt County and not by an outside appraisal company. Our appraisers are veteran real property appraisers with over 100 combined years of experience. Each appraiser on staff is certified by the North Carolina Department of Revenue. Property values are not created or set by the appraiser of the tax office. People who buy and sell real estate in the open market establish market values. The appraiser's job is to diligently and carefully research and analyze those sales in our local market to determine an estimate of market value for all properties, as is required by law. Why is this needed? As you may have noticed, Pitt County is growing. Early estimates prior to the 2020 census show over 181,000 people living in Pitt County. That's an increase of over 40% in the last 30 years. Each year, more and more people are attracted to this community for the economic, domestic, and recreational opportunities it provides. As more people are choosing to live and buy property in Pitt County, the increased demand for housing and commercial space has the added benefit of raising the value of the already established properties. This is why the 4-year cycle on which Pitt County operates its reappraisal process is so vital. It helps to ensure property values more accurately reflect the current market. The reappraisal process can be lengthy, taking several years to complete. As part of the process, appraisers review information currently on the tax records about each property, and then visit those properties to verify accuracy. These efforts have been underway since the completion of the previous reappraisal in 2016. Now that all properties have been verified for the current 2020 year, all real property owners have been mailed a reappraisal notice as of the week of February the 10th, with the new tax values having become effective January 1st, 2020. For most property owners, the biggest question is, how will reappraisal affect my tax bill? The answer to that depends on 2 factors. First, how much your property value has changed, and second, how much the tax rate changes. Because of the population growth and economic success experienced in recent years, the market is anticipated to be greater following the 2020 reappraisal. This provides the value part of this equation. The tax rate portion is determined by the Pitt County Board of Commissioners, who set the tax rate annually based upon the budgetary requirements of the county. Revenues received from all sources, including the state, are considered as the board sets a tax rate. The tax rate for fiscal year 2020-2021 will be determined by the Board of Commissioners prior to July 1st and will be based on the level of services Pitt County provides its citizens and the revenue needed to support those services. To review, The new values went into effect on January 1st, with notices of those assessed values being mailed out to all property owners the week of February 10th. The Board of Commissioners will set the new tax rate prior to July 1st, when tax bills with the newly assessed values will be mailed out later that same month. Tax bills will become due on September 1st and will be considered past due in January of 2021. If the new values are not agreed with, any property owner has the right to appeal their assessment. Instructions for the appeal were included with the reappraisal notices sent out in February. If you have further questions about the appeal process or reappraisal in general, please contact Pitt County Tax Administration at 252-902-3390 or visit their page on the Pitt County website at www.pittcountync.gov/tax.